We're just a small mom and pop shop that appreciates local history and the history of the United States, and our goal is to present a time period that is often forgotten. A lot of times people do the 50s and the 60s for a diner. Well, my dad wanted to do the 1940s and earlier.
All the way back to around 1900, in fact, like the mahogany furnishings and cabinets from a former soda shop and drugstore in nearby Mebane. There are at least 32 flavors of ice cream at any given moment: sundaes, sodas, shakes, and a banana split that's a major attraction. This banana split is kind of like the whole S&T soda shop. There's so much here that you know you're probably never going to see or experience it all, but you still have to go for it anyway. Obviously, that's delicious. People come from all over Central North Carolina to get one of those, and lots of other things as well. Isn't that just a feast? But rather than just ice cream and cold sandwiches as originally planned, S&T's has all kinds of sandwiches, hot and cold. Burgers, hot dogs, salads, and full entrees, including classics from a famous former eatery located just a few miles up the road. There were a lot of specialty dishes at the Ram's Head Rathskeller in Chapel Hill that was in business for years and years. Two come to mind immediately. One was the famous lasagna, always served with garlic bread and a simple salad with their house dressing. The other, the Gambler, a skirt steak with some grilled onions, some steak fries, also some of their delicious garlic bread. Wow, now it's available right here. The old days kind of live on. Now, the secret to the lasagna was getting enough melted cheese all over the top of it that it ran down the sides of the bowl. You really had to have a nice ooey, gooey mess there. Oh, does this ever bring back memories? That has been recreated so closely to the original from the Rathskeller. I can't even believe that. I ate a bunch of it there, and I intend to eat more of it here. That is delicious. There were lots of different descriptions of the Gambler on various Rathskeller menus. Usually they didn't waste time on fancy descriptions. As I recall, they more or less described this dish as a pan of half-burned steak and some grilled onions along with some French fries, and they let it go at that. A little reverse psychology going there because it just makes you want it even more. And it is delicious. A lot better than a plate of half-burned steak. As important as the food is, it was the collectibles that brought S&T Soda Shop into existence rather than the menu.
And all the antiques that we have come from various antique shows, malls, collections, private collectors.
I was going to say, it looks like your family has been collecting stuff its whole existence, and it's all here.
Yeah, before we had the restaurant, my mom and dad used their house basically as a storage building for all the antiques that we were going to use for the business.
The S&T in the name comes from owner Gene Oldham's son Steve, who runs the Frenetic Kitchen, and TJ. But Gene's wife Vicki, who helped open the place in 1997, is the one many customers remember most vividly.
Twice this week on Tuesday, children that I held as babies came in with their dates to bring them to the soda shop. To me, that's just awesome. I love that. That's the best thing.
S&T Soda Shop is at 85 Hillsborough Street in Pittsboro. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. For more information, give them a call at 919-545-0007 or go online to sntsodashop.com.